Hello students. In the last video, we have studied that Town Mouse was ill and it went to his cousin Country Mouse place as per doctor's advice. He had to face problems there as he was not habituated to village life. Now students, let us read further and understand what happened along with me. Next morning, the Town Mouse found that there was no breakfast ready. His cousin told him that they had to go to the nearby farm to search for food. We are sure to find something there, he said. A nice piece of root or a tender bit of sugar cane. But the Town Mouse had enough. Thank you, cousin, he said. But I think I will catch the next train home. I have suddenly remembered that I have forgotten something. So here, the next day, the Town Mouse found that there was no breakfast ready. So he asked the Country Mouse for it. The Country Mouse replied that they had to go into the farm and find their food. Now, the Town Mouse understood that they wouldn't have any ready-made food like it is in the town. All these things made the Town Mouse dislike the country and leave for the town immediately. But at the same time, it did not want to hurt its cousin. So it said that it had forgotten something at town. So he has to go immediately. Well, let us now look at the new words, children. Nearby. Nearby means at a short distance. Nearby means at a short distance. It is an adjective. Synonyms: close, near. Antonyms: far away, distant. Let's phrase sentences now. I live nearby. She darted behind the nearby rocks. Next new word, sure. Sure means confident in what one thinks. Sure is to be confident in what one thinks. It is an adjective. Synonyms: certain, definite. Antonyms: unsure, uncertain, doubtful. I am sure it's going to rain now. I am sure it's going to rain now. People were sure that their misery is going to end. Enough. Enough means as much or as many as required. Enough means as much or as many as required. It is an adverb. Synonyms: sufficient, adequate. Antonyms: insufficient, inadequate. I don't have enough money to buy the pen. I don't have enough money to buy the pen. I have eaten enough. Now, dear children, your teacher will help you to frame a few more sentences with these new words. Let us proceed with the text. A few days later, the country mouse wrote to his cousin, the town mouse. Here is the letter. Mousehole, Mouse Country, 22 March 2012. My dear cousin, I hope you are well. I am worried about you. I would like to visit you and make sure you are all right. With love, your cousin, Country Mouse. To Town Mouse, Kitchen Cupboard, Mouse Town. The Town Mouse received the letter and read it. Since he was in a hurry, he sent a telegram to the Country Mouse. Here is his telegram. Overjoyed, come soon, Town Mouse. Children, can you remember the letter written by the Town Mouse? Yes. How many days did the doctor advise him to take rest? Yes, for a week. Where did the doctor advise to take rest? Yes, in the countryside. Did he stay there for a week? No. Next day itself, it returned to the town. So here in the above paragraph, the country mouse was worried about the health of the town mouse. So he wrote a letter to the town mouse inquiring about his health, and also wrote that he wanted to visit him to ensure that he was fine. The town mouse felt very happy, and as he was busy, he dropped a telegram inviting the country mouse. So here, children, what does the sentence "since he was in a hurry" suggest? Yes, it suggests that the busy life in a town. Okay, let's move further with the textbook. A few days later, the country mouse arrived in the town. He was surprised by the noise and the lights. Why are there lights even in the middle of the night? He asked. This is the town, his cousin replied. Here there are lights even in the middle of the day. But the country mouse did not like it at all. All this noise has made my head ache, he said. Could I have some water to drink? Why only water? Said the Town Mouse, "Look at what there is for you. Ice cold lemonade, orange juice. Which one do you want?" "Some water and a little bit of food," answered the country mouse. So, well, here in this paragraph, on receiving the telegram, the country mouse felt happy and made preparations for the journey. After some days, the country mouse came to the town to meet his cousin. He wondered at the sight of the lights and noise everywhere. He curiously asked his cousin why it was like that, and the town mouse very proudly replied that the town itself was like that. It had a lot of traffic, that is, buses, lorries, cars, aeroplanes. These all made noise throughout the day. So here the country mouse felt very uneasy and suffered from headache because of the noise. He wanted some water to drink and he asked the town mouse. The town mouse was ready to give him not only water but also ice cold lemonade and orange juice. The town mouse was not interested in all those things. It only wanted food and water. Now, let us look at the new words. Arrived. Arrived is a verb. It means got to a place. Arrived means got to a place. Synonyms: came, got there or here. Antonym: departed. The bus arrived on time. The bus arrived. The station master announced that the train from Hyderabad had arrived at the station. The station master announced that the train from Hyderabad had arrived at the station. Next new word, lemonade. It is a noun. It means a sweetened drink made from lemon. It is a sweetened drink made from lemon. Let's frame a few sentences now, students. Lemonade gives us instant energy. Lemonade gives us instant energy. His mother offered him lemonade. His mother offered him lemonade. Well, let's continue reading the lesson now, students. Have plenty of food, cousin, said the town mouse proudly. You can eat as much as you like. Sure enough, the house of the town mouse at the back of a kitchen cupboard was full of most delicious food. There was bread and jam, different kinds of fruits, slabs of chocolate, and huge piece of lovely cheese. Eat, cousin, eat, said the town mouse. But just then there was a sound like a thunder, and the town mouse shouted, "Run, cousin, run, run!" The town mouse pushed the country mouse out through a hole in the back of the cupboard. The country mouse felt his heart beating very fast. "But what is it?" he asked. "Shh!" whispered the town mouse. "Wait." Well, here, students, the town mouse said proudly that his house, which is at the back of a kitchen cupboard, was full of tasty food such as bread and jam, slabs of chocolate, fruits, and lovely cheese, and also told his cousin, the country mouse, to eat as much as he liked. The country mouse and the town mouse were about to eat the food and then asked him to run. He even pushed the country mouse out of the hole at the back of the kitchen cupboard. The country mouse was frightened that his heart started beating very fast. He even asked what it was, but the town mouse asked him to be quiet for some time. Now, let us see the new words in this paragraph. Delicious. Delicious means tasty. Delicious means tasty. It is an adjective. Synonyms: mouth-watering, flavorful. Antonyms: antonyms: terrible, tasteless. My mother prepares delicious food. I had delicious cake in the birthday party. I had delicious cake in the birthday party. Whisper. Whisper is to speak very softly. Whisper means to speak very softly. It is a verb. Synonyms: murmur, mutter. Antonyms: shout, scream. He whispered something in my ear. My friend disturbed me in the class by continuously whispering in my ear. My friend. Let's continue reading the textbook now. When everything was silent again, the town mouse crept out of the hole. He was quite cheerful again. "Come out now, cousin," he said. That was only somebody opening the cupboard door. We are safe now. But they were not safe for very long. Twice more they had to run for safety when somebody opened the cupboard door. The country mouse got quite tired of running and hiding. I want to go back to the country, he said. We may not get much food there, but at least we can eat in peace. So, the next day, the country mouse went back to his house in the country, and the town mouse stayed on in his cupboard in the town. And as far as I know, they did not visit each other again. So here the town mouse asked the country mouse to come out when everything was silent. But twice more they had to run, and the country mouse, who was not used to such thing, was fed up and tired of running. He said finally that he did not like the town because there was no peace, and left the town and returned to his secure place, that is, the village. From that time onwards, the two cousins never made a daring attempt to visit each other. Let us now look at the new words. Crept. Crept means moved slowly and quietly to avoid being noticed. Crept means to move slowly and quietly to avoid being noticed. Synonyms: crawl, sneak. He crept into the cave for the third time. He crept into the cave for the third time. She crept closer to him. Cheerful. Cheerful means noticeably happy. It's an adjective. Synonyms: glad, merry. Antonyms: unhappy. The scientist hopped up with a cheerful salute. She is cheerful in spite of her illness. Next new word, tired. Tired means need of sleep or rest. It's an adjective. Synonyms: exhausted, weary. Antonyms: energetic, lively. She was so tired that she had fallen asleep on the sofa. He looked very tired. Now, dear children, your teacher will help you to frame sentences with all these new words. Children, that was the detailed explanation of the lesson, the town mouse and the country mouse. Children, what did you understand from this lesson? We understand that one must learn to live happily with whatever he has. And one must also learn to adapt themselves in times of need. Well, that's it for today. We shall meet in our next video. Keep learning.